Northern APC governors planning to work for ATIKU. Wow. And that is the ethnic card that is beginning to play out in the north. There are speculation that some governors in the north, including those elected on the platform of All Progressive Congress APC, may work for the presidential ambition of the People's Democratic Party flag bearer ATIKU Abubakar. The claim is coming weeks after the presidential candidate of APC, Bola TINUBU, created an organ called Grassroots Independent Campaign Council. Recall that the ruling party had earlier experienced a Cold War over the constitution of its presidential campaign council, an issue which saw the party release different lists before the last list was eventually accepted by the National Working Committee and the governors of the party. TINUBU, in his effort to emerge victorious in 2023, appointed his trusted loyalist as chairman of the Grassroots Campaign Council in state chapters. Members of the campaign council are not answerable to their state governors, as the governors have no hand in their appointment. A source that spoke with Tribune on the development said the temporary operational office of the council in Maitama, Abuja, has been moved to a new office near the Federal Secretariat in Abuja. The source said the governors have been angry since they got wind of the composition of the ICC because the new body does not enjoy their buy-in. Their inauguration was low-key. Members were invited for a retreat, but some of them knew it was actually their inauguration. The Director of Media and Publicity of the APC Presidential Campaign Council, Bayo Onanuga, while reacting to the governor's alleged displeasure, said no governor had expressed reservation over the establishment of the ICC. According to Onanuga, that isn't true. No governor is complaining. No governor has come out to complain. It is a mere rumor. That's mere invention. The spokesperson of TINUBU Shetima Presidential Campaign Council, Festus Kayamu, also said there is no Cold War between TINUBU and the governors over the creation of ICC. He said there is no single governor that is unhappy about this. Politics is a game of numbers. The more we have volunteers, the better for us. A source in the party, however, stated that TINUBU is suspicious of the half-hearted commitment of certain governors from the north to his ambition. The source claimed that the issue made TINUBU endorse the creation of the ICC when it was raised with him. The source said one of the APC governors in the northeast said is romancing the ATIKU camp, and TINUBU has got wind of the moves of the unfriendly governor. Wow. The source revealed that a former national security advisor from Northwest has been mobilizing support for ATIKU Abubakar among governors in the north, including those of APC. The source added they are reaching out to the northern governors, particularly to those from the northwest and the northeast. The message is that ATIKU Abubakar is their own and he must not be left in the cold. Now, wow. So the infighting here is going to be between between TINUBU and the governors, the APC governors, because it's still the problem. Setting up the Grassroots Independent Campaign Council, is the problem because he did that because he didn't trust, or he no longer trusts the governors, right? So they came up with a suggestion to create an independent campaign council for him, and he bought the idea and approved it and gave them office at Abuja, right? So the problem between him and the governors here is that the new ICC, the new Grassroots Independent Campaign Council, actually was not inaugurated or approved or signed by the governors, and so those people or the members of that ICC are not answerable to the governors because they don't have the governors buy-in during their constitution and during their establishment. So now it is obvious that there is a divided group now and different factions inside the APC. Now, because of that, some of the northern governors are now working for ATIKU. And the message is that ATIKU is their own and must not be left in the cold. And all of this is because even the Hausas don't trust TINUBU. That's one. Two, TINUBU already has a lot of baggages that they don't think they can contend with for full 8 years. A lot of integrity-related issues, a lot of desperation that's seen from him. So they don't understand how they will work with him. And this is also the reason they sidelined him even after he supported them to get Buhari to power. From 2015, after the commencement of this Buhari's regime, they sidelined TINUBU completely. In fact, because of him, they almost started maltreating Osinbajo. Osinbajo was just floating like bread in the water. No regard for him. No, at a point, it was even rumored that Osinbajo will have to, see ADs before getting access to Buhari at Abuja. That thing is somehow. So now, because of all of that, the Hausas don't trust TINUBU. And I'm sure that is the reason they are not rooting for him, even this time around. Coupled with the fact that the Northern ethnic syndrome, the idea that presidency is their birthright. So they also want to retain the presidency in the North. Even though both PDP and APC are saying that presidency should be rotated to the South, the PDP, ATIKU, was able to scuttle the party leadership to become the flag bearer and from the North, even though Buhari is also from the North. All right? And that is actually why Wike is so angry that these people, we said for equity, for fairness, and for justice, that presidency should be rotated to the South. But ATIKU has scuttled that. Why? Because he feels it's his turn. And probably this is the last time he can campaign. All right? So, and the same Emilokon syndrome that TINUBU is having in the South, that this is his turn. He made the current president, so it's his turn to be there. So, they want to kill and divide us. That is the problem. You understand? So everybody says it's his turn. The same thing, Festus Keyamo went to Afenifere to blame Padebanjo and the Afenifere people for supporting Peter Obi, telling them that they have to support ATIKU at this time. I mean, they have to support TINUBU at this time, not ATIKU. To support TINUBU at this time. That TINUBU is the Yoruba man and is their own, and he should not be left this time unattended. That failure of TINUBU or defeat of TINUBU is a defeat of the Yorubas. So the same ethnic card being played in the West is now being played in the North. So it's only Peter Obi now, even though he's an Igbo man, that is not coming out as an Igbo man and is widely accepted by all and sundry in the country. Okay? So two key things, two key similarities between ATIKU and TINUBU. The Emilokon syndrome is my turn. Then the ethnic syndrome. He is our own. We must not leave him. So it's playing out in the Southwest and it's not playing out in the North. And automatically, and then the third similarity between ATIKU and TINUBU is that there is serious infighting in PDP with Wike and his G5 governors, all right, being angry with the party's injustice. And that right now is far from being resolved. At the same time, there is now infighting in APC again because of TINUBU setting up a parallel independent campaign council, all right, different from the party's presidential campaign council with different composition. Now the governors are aggrieved because the parallel ICC is formed with the endorsement and approval of TINUBU himself, and they are TINUBU loyalists and they are not answerable to the governors. And now the governors are aggrieved. And some of the northern governors are now rooting for ATIKU, even though they're in APC. Wahala dey for APC. All right. So this is what is happening in APC, and the issue here is that the governors in the north, even though they're in APC, are now working for ATIKU, and ATIKU can influence them seriously. He has all it takes to influence them to work for him, even though they're in APC, just because of this ethnic card. It was ATIKU himself that said in the North during Ariwa House town hall meeting. I told the Northerners that they don't need an Igbo president, they need the Yoruba president. They shouldn't vote for the Igbo man, they shouldn't vote for the Yoruba man. They should vote for him because he's a Northerner and he is their own. You understand? And that is what they're following. And that is also the reason Tambua was able to sabotage Wike during the PDP presidential primaries. So I don't know where this ethnic syndrome and ethnic card will take us to, but let's see where it will land, all of them, both PDP and APC. At the end of the day, I tell you, Peter Obi remains the best bet for everybody and for every Nigerian. That is the way I see it. Let's have your comment below, and thank you for listening.